guys, it's Brandon, aka The Workman's Pomp, and today I'm doing a follow-up on the Dauntless Modern Grooming Company. I never can remember the second part, but the Dauntless products, and that we're going to be talking about today is the matte paste. Now, if you don't know, this is a company, Dauntless, is made by Mike Smith of Modern Man TV. And the reason why this stuff is super important to me, these products, are because I was there from the beginning and just saw how Mike went through his creative process and, you know, what he's been doing for about a year or maybe even more making all this stuff. So it's really exciting for me. Like I said in my last review, I wouldn't say that I'm biased on this because a lot of the finished products are way different than what I tried. And so to me, this has been more of like a new, exciting experience for me to see what the finished product looked like and how everything went down. So anyways, let's get into it. Like I said in the last review, I really like the labels on this, and I like the big plastic jar with the top label. It's sharp. The side here tells you what it is, matte paste, and what you're going to get from it, volume and texture. And then it tells you down here the hold strength is medium and the finish is matte, and the ingredients on the back, and then the directions. This one, unlike the pomade, says to maximize the results, you want to apply to blow-dried hair and style it as desired, or apply to towel-dried hair and allow to air dry. Now for me and my channel, kind of how I do my hair and stuff, I always do like damp towel-dried hair and then let it just dry naturally. I don't really use blow dryers, but I did use a blow dryer in this, and you can get a very similar result. So opening it up, the scent is similar to the pomade, which is kind of a sweet, not necessarily vanilla, but just kind of like a loud sound outside. Not necessarily like a vanilla, but like a just a sweet, subtle scent. If you look at this right here, you can see that the color is very similar to the last one, but seeing it in person, it's more of like it looks almost like a clay. I haven't used a lot of this because you don't need a lot. Scoop wise, man, I don't know what's going on out there. Sorry guys. Like I've said in my other reviews, lately there's just been all sorts of yee ass trucks and just loud crap coming down this road. So anyways, I apologize. You probably can't hear it, but I get distracted by it. Scoopability is like the pomade in regards that it's kind of like cake batter, and it took like a little small scoop. You don't need a lot of this stuff either. Breakdown on it, easy, and it'll go almost all the way. Now with this stuff, because it's a matte product, and to me, I feel like something that goes with matte products is that they're kind of like dry and not necessarily hard to work with, but they're just on the drier side and a little bit more aggressive when you put it in the hair. For me, I want to apply in very small amounts because you will get some tug and pull and you will pull some hair out. Now, like I said, the reason, or like I said in my past review about the pomade, the same thing goes with kind of all the products in general, is that you don't need a lot of this product, of the Dauntless products, to make them work. But aggressiveness wise, like I said, this one, I mean, if you're used to matte products, you'll be used to the application. But this one, definitely for me, is more out of all of the products. This one is I would say, not the toughest to apply, but you're going to feel this one the most. And it has the potential to have the most, I would say, hairs pulled out if you don't apply in damp hair. So just as a little pointer, you're going to want to apply in damper or towel dried hair. Now I'm going to put this back so I can get it all combed back and evenly applied. For this, because of the nature of the product, because it's a texture and volume product, I'm not going to do like a normal, you know, like my hair like this. You can see it wants to go into like my normal thing. That's the one issue if you do kind of like a side part or something that I've always had with matte products, is that I've noticed that because my hair only likes being styled a certain way, sometimes it can cause some problems. But combing it down, putting a little bit of water and applying to your trouble areas like my cowlick back here really works with this product, and just matte products in general. Because this is a texture product, like I said before, I'm just going to hit it with a afro pick and just get kind of like a looser look. Normally when I'm styling with a matte product, I kind of will tuck in the sides like this, and then I'll go with kind of a loose rendition of what I normally do. And then if I have any issues, tug in the side like this. But I can, if I want to, style it how I normally do into kind of a pomp. I would just want to apply a little bit more. This one, unlike the pomade, this one does come off as a medium, whereas the pomade I feel like can be layered into a firm. I feel like this, when you layer it, layers into more of a firmer medium, which is fine for me. So that's gonna do it for me with my styling. I'm just doing something really small, not going crazy, although you can blow dry it and get some good texture and volume from this. This is when I'm doing a matte type look. This is normally what I go for, is just kind of like what I traditionally do, but more of like a comb over type thing. This, like the other product, does have beeswax, and it has, I want to say, microcrystalline wax and canaline clay in it, so it is going to be a little bit drier when applying. Like I said before, that's the one issue I have with a lot of matte products, and just in general, is that the application is really dry. So to offset that, you can definitely apply in damp hair. Overall, the endurance, I would say, is right there in a medium. It'll, you know, locks in and it'll stay for the majority of the day. If you're if you're in a windy area or something, of course it's going to you might get some flyaways or it might blow out, but for the most part my hair will stay like this for the whole entire day. You'll have a nice matte dry look. Already I put this into damp hair and it already looks matte, which for my hair is cool because normally it looks like it's wet, you know what I mean? So anyways, overall, what do I think about the Dauntless matte paste? Well, I think it's good. I'm gonna give it a 4.3 out of 5. I definitely think that this is something that I would really like for a medium matte paste. You know, there's a lot of matte pastes that will kind of promote themselves as something that they aren't. And this definitely, that's what I like about it. It promotes itself exactly as it is. It's volume and texture, medium matte. And that's what I got, is a, you can layer it into a heavier medium, but I put those 2 small scoops for me. You got medium endurance, you got good texture if you want to do the messy look. For me, this is how I style my hair with a matte product, but you can get, for the shorter styles, get some nice looks out of that. And people with the shorter styles, reviewers doing that, you can see just the results they can get. But for me, having medium to long hair, it works fine too. I can get like a nice little business look, so to speak. And it just works for me. Compared to other matte pastes, I feel like it's less aggressive when you're applying it. There's some that it's just like, I can't apply them even with water because they're just so intense. But this stuff, like I said, I wouldn't call it a fault because it goes along with being a matte paste, but this stuff does have some tug and pull. So put it in damp hair. Other than that, everything's gravy, and I like what I got from this. So I'll be using this, especially, I'm looking forward to using this in the winter too, because all the cold will keep everything in place. Like I said, endurance is medium, so if it's getting super hot, your hair might fall out a little bit. So anyways, let me know what you guys think. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section below, and